Hello, my name is Brent with Silvertip Flies. I'm excited today as I have the opportunity to do my second video for the products that I've designed, patented, and invented this year, specifically the Stonefly Nymph. Today we're going to be doing the Stonefly Nymph, so here is the Silvertip Fly Stonefly pattern. This is brown, size 6. I also have yellow and different sizes, and these products are all pre-cut. So today we'll need specific items, that being size 6 hooks, zebra legs, medium hot orange, bead heads, gold or silver, black goose quill, some dubbing, tan, black or dark blue, and also a product that I produce and sell, and it's a high density foam that's neutral buoyancy to sinking. It increases the size of the hook, the fly itself, so that you use less dubbing, and I'll show you that in a bit. But here's a piece of the product, and that shows you how thick it is. There's a shiny side and a dull side, and this is a sticky product, so you peel off the shiny side. So as you can see, I've tied in the antenna for the Stonefly, tied it back and cut it off. After you do that, you take off your hook, you take a golden bead head or a silver bead head with your barbless hook, and you thread it on there. Move your bead head right to the front, put your hook back in the vise, finish off your base wrap, then what you do is you take another 2 pieces of black goose quill for the tail and secure those on there. And then we get to this high density foam. What I do is I actually cut it into a triangular pattern like this, measured up. If it's too big, then I just snip it off, any of the excess. I do the same for the bottom. And this is sticky product, so you just squish it together just like this, and that'll give you the hourglass shape. Then what you do is just nice gentle tug, and all the way up to the top behind the bead head, and all the way back. Half hitch. Then if you look, that gives it more of an hourglass look. Now I forgot to mention copper wire, but we'll use copper wire right now, and here's a piece. That's the first thing, or the next item that you put on your fly. Just tie it in there nice and tight. Then you take the Stonefly Nymph body, and these are pre-cut, pre-sized, so you just peel it off. There's tabs on the front and the back just like this, and what you do is it's just for convenience for tying. So you use that tab, nice and even on there. Half hitch that. Then it comes to the dubbing. For this, we'll just put on some wax. We use the tan dubbing first, twist it on there nice and tight. Now what we want to do is just twist that on there. The goal is to get it so that it covers that tan colored low density foam that we just put on. Now there is a goal and objective for where you want to stop, and I'll show you right here before I continue. So if you pull this Stonefly, you'll see there's the tail and then the segmentation area here. You want to tie the tan right up to just before the segmentation. So that's what we'll do. Looks like I need just a tad bit more wax. Put that on there nice and tight. And as you can see, that brings it right up to the end of the tail right there. Next thing is just behind that segmentation right here, just tie it off. Then what we're going to do is take the copper wire and we're going to wind that nice and even, nice and tight. And of course it's for two reasons. It accents the segmentation, and also it allows for sinking. So like I said, nice and tight, nice and even. Go all the way up to where we had tied off. And once you have it where you want it, nice and tight there, then what you do is tie off again. Take the excess wire, clip that off. Then what we'll do is pull back the Stonefly Nymph pattern, move to halfway up what's remaining. Take two pieces of the zebra legs, tie that in there on one side. Tie in on the other side. And then you have your leg base. Move your line to the back. And then what we're going to do is do the next dubbing. That is the dark blue or black dubbing. So we'll just put some wax on here real quick. We take this dubbing, twist it on there nice and tight again. And then what we'll want to do is just go behind the legs first. Go up through the middle there, and then to the front of the legs. And the goal and objective here is to hide all that tan color high density foam. And once you're done that, take off the remainder of the dubbing that you don't need, and then just wind back to the Stonefly pattern. Adjust your legs. Now this pattern I need to show you. There's two ways to tie this. Well, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out many different ways, but there's two ways to tie it. If you look, there's segmentation. There's line between each segmentation. First way is to tie at each segment all the way up to the eye of the hook. The other way is to actually make a fold like this, so it gives more realistic folds just like stoneflies, and then tie it each segment, and the final tab tied behind the bead head. And that's what we'll be doing right now. So we just bend that over, and then you can do once or twice, then you pull the product forward, move up to the next segment, go forward right behind the bead head, and just hold down that tab, and then just tie that tab right behind the bead head. Finally, do a half hitch. Do a finish hitch here. Take your glue or head cement, cement that all up. Adjust the legs how you want. And there's the product there. Now, as I indicated, there's a couple different ways to tie in. Here's another one. And this one, you can see that behind each segment there's been a line that's been tied, unlike this with the flap, and it's tied right to the eye of the hook. Here's another stonefly pattern, and this one is with tungsten weight. It's a thinner fly, but it's got folds at each segment. Very realistic. This one was done by a good friend of mine, Carrie, and this one by a good friend of mine, Paul. And I want to thank you for the opportunity that I had to show you this video today. If you are interested in my Stonefly products, you can get a hold of me at my cell phone at 403-331-7608, or on my email at silvertipflies@gmail.com. Have a good day. Thank you.